Welcome to paradise. Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Okay, so it's let's see, Saturday, May 21st, and tomorrow morning I am driving to a town called Nampa, not to be confused with Napa Valley, California. It's in the southwest corner of the state of Idaho, and it's about 7.5 hours from here. There's a lake down there called Lake Lowell. I'm going to be fishing that Monday and Tuesday. I couldn't pull up a map. The only thing I could find online is like an outline of the lake, so all I can do is kind of describe it. It's around 10,000 acres, which is a decent sized lake. It looks like the water flows from south to north, which is hard to get my head around, but when I looked at the map, it looks like the north part of the lake is all a dam, and the south is where there's an inflow. There's a narrow part about halfway between north and south. The lake narrows, and I'm launching on the east side in a park that's right near that narrow part. And my plan is to head south and fish that half of the lake. So it'd be around 5,000 acre lake. So it'd be from the narrows down to the inlet. I am going to look at the water temperature when I launch Monday morning, but I can tell you now I'm going to be bed fishing. So if I get there and the water's clarity is say 4 feet or better, I'm going to be sight fishing. And my two favorite types of bass fishing are topwater and sight fishing. And up here, I just haven't had much opportunity to sight fish because in the spring, you got all the water running off into the lakes and it's just not clear. You know, like Lake Pondere in the summer, I can see 20 feet down. I can actually look at fish, you know, say 15 to 20 feet, but not in the spring. So I've had very limited sight fishing time up here, and I love to do that. So if it's clear, that's what I'm going to do. And what I'll do is I'll have 2 rods rigged with a white tube, because I need to be able to see. I don't see that good anyway. Good news though, I'm finally breaking down and getting prescription glasses the week after I come back. The other thing I throw is a jig, a white jig. And I put, let me grab one of these. They're so old. It's a white jig with a white craw trailer. These are the 2 bedfish lures I use when I'm sight fishing. And I'll change it up a little. I'll actually drop shot a bed. The problem is I can't see my bait very well. I don't have any white. I mean, I guess I could put something like this on there, and then I have these giant tubes. Now, I used to bed fish with these in California. I'm not sure if they're going to work here, you know, but if I see a giant on a bed, I'll probably rig this up. So now let's say the water is dirty. I'm still going to be bed fishing. I'm just not going to be sight fishing. So I'll be casting or pitching to targets that I feel have a fish on a bed. In that case, I throw the Senko probably, you know, over 90% of the time. I'll keep the spinnerbait rigged up for dirty. If the water's real dirty, I'll throw the spinnerbait, and if the wind starts blowing, I'll throw the spinnerbait in shallow areas that look like they have beds. But otherwise I throw the Senko, and then I also keep the craw rigged up. The sinking minnow is retired for the year. I don't use that anymore. And so those are the baits I'll be throwing. And I'm going to go 2 days, no pre-fish thing. It's going to be Monday, Tuesday. I'm going to weigh all my fish, figure out, like, if it was a 2-day tournament, what my 2-day weight was, and that's how we're going to approach it. So the next time I see you, It'll be Monday morning. That would be the 23rd of May on Lake Lowell. I'll see you then. Okay, so it's Monday morning, May 23rd. I'm on Lake Lowell. And so there's a dam on that end of the lake. I'm going to show you the map. I have it on my Humminbird. There's another dam where I launched right here. I'm fishing this part of the lake. I did I don't know if you watch Major League Fishing. When they're on a lake they've never been to, they do like a 15-minute ride around. I did that. Half of this end of the lake is a no wake zone, and there's a wildlife refuge or something in here, and all I can think of, it has something to do with the birds. That works out okay though, because when I get to that point, I'm going to beat the bank. The water's 58, but it's first thing in the morning. I got a feeling it warms into the probably low 60s. Which means yesterday it was in the 60s and the day before it was in the 60s. There's fish up there. So I'm beating the bank, and when I get to the no wake zone, we're okay, because I'm just going to work the bank in that area. The water is, I'll call it stained. If it's calm, like right now there's like a slight breeze. If the water gets flat, I might be able to sight fish. If not, I noticed it's weedy. That end of the lake is real weedy. I'll probably throw the spinnerbait and the Senko for the most part. So this is tournament day 1. Let's go see what they've got here. There's a map of the lake. So that's the dam on the end that I'm not fishing. See, I launched right in here. That's the dam up here, and so I'm fishing from, this is the shallow where the water comes in. Basically I'm fishing, wait a minute, make sure I'm doing this right. No, I got that backwards, I'm sorry, hang on a minute. Okay, no, scratch that. That's the dam down on the other end. That's the dam where I launched. And I'm fishing this right here, and the no wake zone starts, pretty much right in here. That's all no wake. So I'm going to be hitting the bank around here. I'm going to go until I, run out of time. Just so you know, this won't be an 8-hour typical tournament day. I'm going to be here a long time, because I got nothing to do here except sleep in the back seat of my truck at a campsite. So I'm out here at 7 a.m. I can see myself fishing till 7 p.m., which is 12 hours. So long days. But anyway, let's get going. GoPro, start recording. Okay, there's my first one. I've had about, oh, that's a good one. There's my first one. I've had about, oh, that's a good one. That doesn't look like a bass, though. I don't think this is a bass. Unless it's a smallie. Maybe it's a smallie. Well, I tell you, he's fighting like a son of a gun. Uh-oh. I got a buoy in front of me here. Oh, there he is. Oh, yeah, it's a nice one. Come here, buddy. Come here. Come here. I got you. Well, there's my first Lake Lowell bass. I've had two other bites. This is my third bite. Just didn't get a hook in them. Let's get a weight on them. Ow. 2 pounds, 8 ounces, 2.5 pounds. Let him go. Actually, I think that's a her. Belly was really fat. I think that. I didn't mention, I'm throwing the Senko. If you see how calm it is, when it's calm like this, this is my confidence bait. I throw it in an area where I think they're spawning. I can't sight fish. I went into 2 feet. Actually, it was even less than 2, and I can't see the bottom. So this is how I'm gonna fish. Now, there's not really targets in here. When we move up, I'll probably be fishing targets, but this cove right here is just prime spawning. It's got, I don't know if you can see the weeds. It's got a bunch of these weeds, so if there's like a hard spot between the weeds, there's probably gonna be a bass in there. So I'm basically dragging the Senko in this cove. I've had 3 bites. I missed 2 of them. I got that first one in the boat, and this is how I'm going to fish unless the wind starts blowing. Then I'll go to the spinner bait. I'll alternate. And the other thing is target fishing. As we move down, if I see targets, I'll be throwing this definitely at targets. But I started in here, and there's on the way out of this cove, I'm going to fish that bank. But you can't go in here. These buoys say no entry. So this is some sort of a, I don't know what it is, but they have their own dock. You're not allowed in here. So I'm staying on the edge of the dock, the buoys, and just kind of going to work my way through here. Okay, so see the no wake buoy? If you look, it goes all the way down to that end, to this end. All that water is no wake water, which is most of what I want to fish. So we're gonna start right there at that bank, which is just inside the no wake, and I'm gonna beat the bank. I left that cove. I caught one other fish. It was a smallmouth. He was a small one. I wanted to start on this because, as you can see, this goes all the way down there. It goes all the way around here. So that's why I'm taking a couple of days to do it. But let's get going. GoPro, start recording. Okay, I got my second one. Okay, I got my second one. He's decent. He's a keeper. I don't know what we're gonna get here, so basically I'm gonna weigh everything, and then let's see what happens. After that fiasco at what do you call at Dvorak? I mean, I'm just gonna weigh them all. You'll probably only see my 5 biggest, but this one is 2 pounds, 1 pound, 15 ounces. 1 pound, 15 ounces. GoPro, stop recording. Okay. I'm hoping you don't ever see this. I got something. He ain't fighting very hard, but yeah, well, let's see. Yeah, he's another keeper, but I don't know. Oh my God, this poor fish. Look how skinny he is. I'm not even gonna wait. GoPro, start recording. There's one on the spinnerbait. The wind started picking up a little, so I picked up the. There's one on the spinnerbait. The wind started picking up a little, so I picked up the spinnerbait. And I don't know how big he is. There he is. Nope. He'll keep, but they're skinny. Man, I'll tell you, they look skinny. Well, the first one was fat, so that must have been a pregnant female. This one, £2 maybe. Let's see. I'm about to hit a beaver dam, I believe. Sorry, boys. 2 pounds, 3 ounces. 2, 3. Okay. 2, 3. That's 3 keepers. GoPro, stop recording. Right? You knew that. GoPro, start recording. There's another one. There's another one on the spinnerbait, but he's not pulling very hard. Well, now he is. I hope they're bigger than you, because I don't know. Well, it's a keeper. I'm gonna weigh them because I don't know what to expect here. 3-pounders might be giants in here. Yeah, he's... Hang on, buddy. Hang on. Like I said, I'll weigh them all, and then you'll see the best ones. £1, 8 ounces, 9 ounces. I'm taking that extra ounce. 1 pound, 9 ounces. So I'm in an area with thick weeds. I don't know what weed this is. You probably do. What I'm doing is I'm pitching the Senko. I'm trying to find openings in the weeds. I mean, I got a lot of it, so I'm not sure. I may skip some. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out maybe a pattern within these weeds. You know, if I see an area like, you know, that looks like it's got opening, I drop it in. I let that thing sink. It, you know, maybe I should be throwing the craw, speed it up, but I just like the way this thing falls real slow. And I'm in 2 feet of water, so it doesn't take long to get down there. And if I don't get bit, and the thing is, if I get bit, I see it. I see the line jump. And if I don't get bit, then, you know, reel in and pitch to another spot. But anyway, I'm going to be doing that at least down to there. And then if I don't get anything at all, then obviously I'm going to have to rethink this. Okay, so what I did was, let's see, I've started over there. I fished all the way to here. I fished the inside of these weed clumps. It's about 2 feet of water. Didn't get anything. So now I'm going to get my lure unstuck, and then I'm gonna work the outside of the clumps, which is about 4 feet, 5 feet. I'm surprised. I thought I would get bit in here, but it's real. It's whatever this is. It's just full. You can't see it. And that was the deceiving part, is when you look, it looks like there's, you know, clean spots on the bottom, but it's not. It just isn't all the way up like this. It's just full of weeds in there, so it's possible that's why I didn't get bit. There's just nothing, no place for them to actually spawn on. But out here, I noticed it's flat. I mean, it's, you know, clean out here on the outside of all this. So I'm gonna make a pass through here fishing the outside, and if I don't get anything, I gotta tell you, this is all, see all this? This is all the same. I may just skip all that and start over there somewhere, because if I don't get them here, I don't know why I would get them there. So let's see what happens. GoPro, start recording. There's one on the outside. There's one on the outside. I just got done talking to you about switching. He's not that big, but he's my fifth keeper, my official fifth keeper. And what it tells me is that's where I'm going to start concentrating on the outer, the clean side of this stuff. GoPro, stop recording. He's not very big, but I am going to weigh them all, because I'm starting to get a feeling that this is what's in here. This is 1 pound 6 ounces. So what we're looking at is it's 10 o'clock in the morning. That's the small one, 1/6. So from here on out till the end of the day, we're going to be trying to cull, and I'd like to cull 3 of these fish, to be honest with you. We'll see what happens. Oh, GoPro, start recording. There's one. Oh, I think he's got me in the weeds. He does. I'm pretty sure I got him though. Let's get up there and see. Or he came off and I got stuck, but I definitely had him on. Where are you, buddy? Oh, this is going to be interesting. Oh, it's not good. It's not good at all. You know, my dad, he was fishing this little lake in California called Mission Viejo Lake. It's like you had to be a member of the homeowners association, and my brother knew a guy from church, and they fished it, and I get a phone call. I'm out on Lake Ponderay. My dad says, I got a giant bass on here, and he's got me stuck on the bottom. What do I do? And I said, well, I think he was using 10-pound test and a spinning outfit. And I said, you know, put light pressure. By the way, I'm not going to get this one. I got to break the line. I can just tell by the feel. It's stuck. I hope he got off. Anyway, he spent a long time on that, just trying to ease that fish, and he just said, you know what, the hell with it. He got tired of doing it, and he just started horsing it, and he pulled it out of there, and it was, I'm going to say 11 pounds. That's what my memory, if it serves me right, it was 11 pounds. So he's caught a bigger bass than I ever caught. Mine was the one in my profile picture. I caught that in Texas. I call it my 10-pounder, but it was like 9 pounds, 13 ounces, I think, if I remember right. I just figure I'll never catch a 10-pound bass, so I call it my 10-pounder. It's big enough to be a boat. GoPro, start recording. There's one. There's one. I don't know that he's gonna cull, but I think they're all this big on the outside of the weed line, but what are you gonna do? I'm gonna catch me some and we'll, GoPro, stop recording. I gotta beat 1 pound 6 ounces. And it's and it's 1 pound 12 ounces, so that calls us up a little. All right, 112. GoPro, start recording. Another one. Same. Another one. Same size. Come here, buddy. Oh, come here, come here, come here. Oh, and I get to show you my surgery. Okay, so here's what I do. First thing I do is I take the plastic out. Then I look down there. If I can see the tip of the hook, no, I can't see it. So it's in his gill here. Okay, so I pull it out like that. Take my cutters. Cut the hook. Pull it out. I shouldn't weigh him, but I'm gonna. You didn't hear a word I just said. My mic died. Unfortunately, there's nothing. It doesn't beep or anything and tell you it dies. It just dies. And I don't know how long it's been dead. So I will just tell you that last fish I caught. I was trying to explain when I get the hook out of him. There's that there. I look down his throat. If I don't see the point, I look in his gills. And in this case, it was easy because the hook basically was just pulling on his gills, but it hadn't stuck. So I just pulled it out, cut it, done. Sometimes I don't see the hook point. I turn the fish over, I look in his gills, I don't see the hook. He's got it in his gut. I do it a different way. And the third way is when I look in his mouth, if I see the point of the hook, I do a third method. Eventually, I'm going to gut hook one. So, you know, it's just inevitable. And I'll try to show what I do. Because I feel like after the fight, I don't do any more damage to a fish that I've got hooked bad. Rarely do I. Like this guy here, any damage that was done to him was done in the fight. Once I got him in the boat, I didn't do any damage to him after that. So I don't like killing fish. I don't like, you know, I like to put them back the way they were before I caught them. So I'm running the other mic until the other one's charged, and I apologize. GoPro, start recording. There's another one. I got a better, let's see, 1 pound, 12 ounces is my little guy. So I got to do better than that. Maybe. Yeah, I think he's better than 112. We'll see. How you doing, pal? He's got to be better than 112, I think. Look at that, I hooked him underneath. How does that happen, John? Man, oh man. Hang on, pal. $112. Two pounds, 2 ounces. So that's a cull. So let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got rid of the 1.9, the 1.6, the 1.7, the 1.12. So now 1 pound 13 ounces is my small one. So I'm hoping eventually I run into, an area that's got big ones. I mean, I got so much shoreline to fish, it's ridiculous. And today it's Monday. Let's see, 1, 2, I think I see 3 boats here, and then whatever's over there, but that's not bad. I have a feeling on the weekends this place gets hammered because Boise's not far from here, and that's where all the population is, and then the towns around here. I couldn't find a campground anywhere near this lake, so I'm staying 16 miles from here at an RV park, and there's rush hour traffic in the morning for me to get to this lake, and I came pretty early, but there's a lot of people in this area. I think this lake just gets absolutely hammered. Start recording. Got me. Nope, I got him out. Got me. Nope, I got him out. It's tough because I'm fishing right at the edge of those weeds, and man, come here, buddy. Get me. I got a cull 112. You look like 2 pounds to me, pal. GoPro, stop recording. He looks like a couple of pounds. Two pounds, 3 ounces. 2 pounds, 3 ounces. Okay. So, well, we're gonna have, I'm sure we're gonna have 5 keepers over 2. 1, 2, 3. I got 4, and I got a 115, so I got to cull 1 pound 15 ounces. This stretch here, here's what I've determined so far. The best spots are not just weeds all the way out. They're clean, the bottom's clean, and then there's an area of weeds, and that's what I've got here. I'm in the weeds now, but you know, I'm in 3 feet of water, no weeds. 2 feet of water, there's weeds all the way to the bank, and they're setting up, you know, in the patches between the weeds. Problem is, you know, I've had 2. Well, no, this one came off. One I broke off. Because when I set that hook, man, I got to get through those, and it's not the kind of weed that you just pull through. It's like little trees, you know. It's tough stuff. So, but you know, we're getting them, most of them. You didn't hear a word I just said. My mic died. Unfortunately, there's nothing. It doesn't beep or anything and tell you it dies. It just dies. And I don't know how long it's been dead. So I will just tell you that last fish I caught. I was trying to explain when I get the hook out of him. There's that there. I look down his throat. If I don't see the point, I look in his gills. And in this case, it was easy because the hook basically was just pulling on his gills, but it hadn't stuck. So I just pulled it out, cut it, done. Sometimes I don't see the hook point. I turn the fish over, I look in his gills, I don't see the hook. He's got it in his gut. I do it a different way. And the third way is when I look in his mouth, if I see the point of the hook, I do a third method. Eventually, I'm going to gut hook one. So, you know, it's just inevitable. And I'll try to show what I do, because I feel like after the fight, I don't do any more damage to a fish that I've got hooked bad. Rarely do I. Like this guy here, any damage that was done to him was done in the fight. Once I got him in the boat, I didn't do any damage to him after that. So I don't like killing fish. I don't like, you know, I like to put them back the way they were before I caught them. So I'm running the other mic until the other one's charged, and I apologize if there's audio missing. Dork. Come here, buddy. I got you. I'm telling you, man. All right, I might have gut hooked him. Let's take a look. No, I got him in the. Nope, I didn't gut hook him. I did get him though in the. Damn it. Damn it. Yeah, I got him in the gosh darn. I got him in the gill. And it's stuck in the gill. Hang on, buddy. I'm gonna get you out of this because I'm good. Okay. Let's get a weight on you. I tell you, this area is just loaded with fish. Just loaded. That one weighs 2 pounds, 7 ounces. That'll cull. Sorry, buddy. Go back to doing whatever it is you were doing. I know what you were doing. Oh boy. Is it worth it? Okay, so we call that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one. All our 5 keepers right now are over 2. So now we got a 2 pound, 2 ounce. That's the small one. I'm sitting in, I caught him in about less than 18 inches of water. See, he got wrapped around that tree, brush, whatever, and the difference was he was up high. The other one was all the way on the bottom when he was stuck. This one was up on a branch, and all I had to do was reach out and grab him. I actually bit the line off. So, okay, gotta put another hook on. Okay, I'm all charged up. I got my clip-on mic, got my GoPro. It's 1 o'clock. I'm right in the channel where the water flows into this lake. See all those trees? It comes in through those trees and it flows. That's too shallow. I can't get in there to fish. I think this is the wildlife refuge they talk about. Look at all the pelicans. I don't know if you can see over there. There's pelicans everywhere. I don't think I can get any of that water. I think it's all too shallow, which eliminates a lot of this. So I'm just going to idle over here. I'm going to try to go in, see what I run into, but I'll probably end up over there, starting on that shore. And that runs all the way down. I launched over there. Remember, I'm coming back tomorrow. So if I'm able to somehow do that whole shore today, then tomorrow I'm going to do that other end of the lake. I'm not going to come back and fish the same water, but we'll see how far we get. Okay, so the beautiful part of today is I haven't had to implement my 100-yard rule one time. I've pretty much been able to fish wherever I wanted. There's a boat right there. That's the first one I've even come remotely close to. So what I'm gonna do when I get about 100 yards away, I'm gonna put a waypoint on my GPS and I'm gonna motor up ahead of them 100 yards. And tomorrow, I'll know that I never fished that spot, so I'll make sure to hit it. Okay, so this is the end of Lake Lowell tournament day 1. I ended up with 11 pounds, 7 ounces. Hang on. My 5 biggest were 11 pounds, 7 ounces. I caught a ton of bass between, let's say, 1.5 pounds and 2 pounds. I caught so many. I caught them on the spinner bait when the wind picked up. I caught them on the Senko. You're not going to see them all. I'm going to show you. I'll show you the 5 that made it. Maybe a couple others. But the last couple hours, I went exploring. Yeah, right. Yeah, I think I showed you on the map. There's like a narrow part of this lake that kind of separates the top from the bottom. I found some water about in that narrow area, maybe a little bit towards the dam there. I'm going to fish that tomorrow to start. I may, if I'm catching 2-pounders again, I may do some exploring even further down. I haven't decided yet. It's a pretty good sized lake. But anyway, that's it for today. And tomorrow we'll get at it again. The water's in the mid-60s. It got warm today, and I think it's supposed to get warmer tomorrow. So they're moving in. Some are already in. I'll be fishing. I caught a lot of fish here. I wasn't beating the bank. I couldn't get to the bank. It's too shallow. I'd like to. I'm even considering possibly. I have a push pole. Well, it's actually for concrete, but I use it as a push pole. I might try to get way back. That end of the lake is a bunch of trees, and the water's real shallow. If it's real calm, I may try to push my way back there, and I'll be fishing in real shallow water. I may even let the bottom of the boat catch, and then I can always push it out. I don't know, we'll see. But anyway, that's the end of this one, and tomorrow I'll do day 2.